What's up, folks? Jerron Garnett here. Hope you all are doing well as usual. We're back at it, building blocks to chops. I'm giving you the tips and the tricks that'll help you expand your vocabulary and your drumming. All right, so let's dig right into it. I get a lot of comments and questions on, I'm stuck. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. How do I expand my vocabulary? How do I become more creative? How do I put more on it, right? So I'm going to give you the golden nugget right here. I'm about to give you all the golden nuggets. This is going to have you shedding for hours. It's going to have you going through your entire vocabulary catalog. It's going to have you go through all your licks and rethink everything, because I'm about to give you the nugget. All right, here we go. Boom. Whatever you're playing, you can do one of four things, right? And a couple of them are one and the same. You can do one of four things. You can add a diddle or take away a diddle. You can add a kick or take away a kick, right? In every chop that you're doing, you can add a stroke or take away a stroke. It applies to the hands and it applies to the kick, right? What are you talking about, Jerron? Let me show you. All right, here we go. That's the lick right there. Let's say that's your go-to lick. Every time you get to the drums and it's time to do a fill, right? Whatever tempo, whatever it is, that's just your go-to. And you like, man, I don't know anything else to do. All right, so you take that and whichever limb you want to, now we're going to add a diddle, right? Here we go. Did you catch it? Did you see that? By just adding the diddle to the right hand, it totally flips the chop up. Watch me again. Right? Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to be extremely repetitious, right? So you don't want to get in there and you don't want to go like this. And you just get kind of stuck, right? Even though that's dope, right? That can work too. So, but what you're doing is you're flipping it up, right? You have now created a totally brand new chop based on the one that you've been doing for the past 5 years, right? That thing just opened all the way up. All right, so now let's replace the diddle, the single with this hand with a diddle. Let's see what that does. Here we go. You check that? You see that? All right. So now let's add a diddle with the kick. Here we go. Same chop, same feel. We just gonna add the diddle with the kick. We're gonna leave the hands how they are with the singles. All right. Here we go. 2, 3. Right? We just added the diddle with the kick. So now let's play with all three of them. Let's play in and out of diddle and singles with the kick, in and out of diddle and singles with both right and left hand. All right, I'm gonna go slow so I don't confuse myself. Here we go. And then the hardest part just becomes finding the one, right? So you gotta have that internal clock. You gotta lock that thing in, right? Here we go. 1, this from. Right, now let's add the diddle when we hit the snare. Let's see what that does. Man, all you got to do is start changing stuff up. With that one lick, you either add a diddle or you take away a diddle. Here we go. Let's go here. One of my favorites, right? Simple stuff. Y'all know that one, right? Let's apply. Here we go. Here's the name. Let's apply the Garnett method. Boom. Let's apply the Garnett method and let's open this chop up. Here we go. So let's add a kick in there, right? So the original lick didn't have a kick in it, right? We were just doing. So let's add a kick. Adding to the Garnett method, right? So I'm going to add the kick, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the place where I add the kick. Ooh. So now here it goes, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now the kick is hitting on the 4. Right? So let's say I want the kick on the 2. Let me see. How can I do that? Hold on. Let's say I want the kick on the 2. Let's see. How do we work that out? Because I didn't pre-rehearse this, so I gotta see. Let's see. Crazy. I'm not used to doing that, but I'm gonna dig in on that because I just opened up a brand new situation that I don't normally play, right? I'm adding my own method to my own playing, and it's building me up. How about that? I want to do it again. Okay, so let's go deeper. I'm gonna put the kick on the 2, but then I'm gonna start changing the limbs. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go real slow so I don't sound crazy. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. That's crazy. That's wearing me out, right? But you're adding the method, right? I completely didn't know where the 1 was because I was so locked on just trying to get the lick. But you completely open up an entire world of options and choices to the vocabulary that you already have, right? Let me live there. I'm not gonna live with that one. Let me go something a little more comfortable, right? So let's live there again. Right, so I was doing a diddle on the snare, and then I went to a single on the snare. I was going in and out of doubles and singles on the kick, and man, if I sit down and work with that, it's gonna be a wrap. The shed is going all night because I'm working out all kind of brand new stuff based upon one chop. Right? Or it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So here's the thing. Add a diddle or take away a diddle, right? If you're playing a diddle on the snare, play a single stroke on the snare. If the lick doesn't have a kick in there, find somewhere to interject the kick. Right? And the great thing about it is when you add a note, it displaces it, right? So the one no longer is where it used to be. So now you got to find a creative way to come back out so you can hit on that one, right? So that adds a totally different layer to your vocabulary, right? Just trying to find the one. That's gonna add a layer, as I said, to your playing, right? If you're playing a diddle with the kick, play singles with the kick. Right? If you're playing a single with the hand, make that a double. Listen, we could stretch this thing out for a minute, but I'm not. I'm getting out of here. Y'all run with that. Listen, if you got questions, you want to link up with me, you want to work this thing out, hit me up. Jerron at SoultoneCymbals.com. Let's sit, let's chat, let's work it out. Let's make it happen, all right? Y'all be blessed. Work on this stuff, and I'm going to get to it. See y'all in a minute.